Do you have your list?
I have my top 5. I'm going through my bottom 5 right now.
Yeah, this is really just going to be... I mean, having a list is like a really good start for us.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Okay. Hey, guys.
Hey, team.
Welcome back. This is like probably our last episode. I mean, unless we continue this over the summer, but...
Where will you be?
Probably here, if I'm being honest.
Me too. Y'all, comment down below if you want more episodes. Joe Biden has already said that he will continue contributing to us, through the election cycle. So,
yeah.
Like, it's either we're going to pocket this money or we're just going to put it towards,
Oh my God, did you...
content.
You know my favorite podcast other than this one, Smartless?
No. Yes.
The one with Will Arnett, Jason Bateman.
Yes.
They just had 3 presidents on this past episode.
Which ones?
Which ones do you think? Trump,
Nixon.
No, they had Biden.
They had Joe Biden on
Again,
their
he
podcast.
was already on an episode like by himself.
Dude, I will say he's doing a very good job of like showing how plugged in he is with like the Hollywood, quote unquote, elite / like whatever.
No, they had Joe, they had Obama, and what's that other guy's name? Clinton.
That's a crazy trio.
Yeah, they had the 3 of them on together.
What'd they talk about?
Politics. You would like it.
I think I would.
It's pretty good. But now people are like mad at the podcast. They're like, we don't want your woke liberal agenda.
Shut up.
I'm like, do you not know that these 3 men that are sitting in front of you today are liberal men? One of them is gay.
Who's gay?
Sean Hayes.
Which one is that?
He's the one from Will and Grace.
Okay.
He's the 3rd co-host.
He's Will, Grace, and Sean.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is our last official episode. We might do some more over the summer if we're still here and pooping around.
Poop.
But yeah, we decided we would... Alex actually came up with this idea, so...
Woo! For once.
We're going to talk about some of the movies, and I guess mostly just movies that we've seen since we started this podcast. The good, the bad,
and the sexy.
Okay, do you want to kick off the list?
I would freaking love to. Okay, so I'm going to start with my top 5, because that is the list that I have. I'm going to start number 5, and then go up to 1, I guess. But number 5, coming strong, is going to go ahead and be The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Really?
As in the Hunger Games franchise
right.
film, hit feature film, via the Hunger Games. I read the book. I love the book. I think I just have like I have an obsessive personality when it comes to like really specific things, and Hunger Games is like a thing that I have like kind of subconsciously obsessed over for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
And so when this movie came out, obviously I was like, well, I'm hyped. Let me go watch some kids kill each other. But it was great. I think the music in the movie was so good. Like, I was crying during the movie just because it's so, like, that whole concept is so tragic. And I just enjoy the film. And I thought it was really good. Obviously not as good as the book.
Right.
Whatever. But I liked it a lot. It did all the things that I wanted. And I kind of like that world too. Just like, especially like the cinematography where it's like the big statues and like the music and I don't know. It was just a cool vibe that I liked despite the dystopian nature of the whole thing. So I like it, and it's going to be my number 5 spot for today.
Cool. I think, unlike Alex, I didn't really prepare much before this. I kind of forgot that that's what we were doing.
Well, I did prepare this about 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, but at least you have a list. I'm just kind of looking at my Letterboxd right now. I think in my number 5 spot, I'm going to put Argyle.
What is that?
Okay, so it actually is really bad.
Is this the one with that one dude in it? Never mind.
If by that one dude you mean Sam Rockwell, then yes.
Oh, I didn't know he was in it.
And Henry Cavill's in it.
That's something to know.
And Dua Lipa's in it.
Dua Lipa?
And John Cena.
Why?
It's basically like this spy movie where I don't even really know what happened, if I'm being honest, I forgot. But I went into it knowing it was not being given great reviews, but it was a fun time. I had a great time watching it. It was goofy, it was like campy, it was over the top, and it was incredible to watch.
Interesting.
So I really recommend Argyle to anyone who...
That's pretty good.
It's from the director who did the Kingsman movies.
I could tell that from the trailer.
Yeah, so... And at the end, there's like a weird like post-credit that kind of connects the Kingsman movies, so I'm a little confused.
Well, what was it?
It just like had the name of the bar or something.
Same universe?
Yeah, same universe.
Was it like the American version of Kingsman? Was it, or were they British as well?
No, some of them were British, I think. But it wasn't like, I don't really know. I genuinely do not. Here, let me read the thingy, because I don't even remember what it was about. When the plots of reclusive author Ellie Conway's fictional espionage novels began to mirror the
You got it.
The covert actions of a real-life spy organization, quiet evenings at home become a thing of the past. Accompanied by her cat, Alfie, and Aiden, a cat-allergic spy, Ellie races across the world to stay one step ahead of the killers as the line between Conway's fictional world and her real one begins to blur.
Wow.
It's quite fascinating, really.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that was my number 5 pick.
That's good. Moving on to the number 4 spot.
Right.
I'm gonna say the motherfreaking Holdovers.
Good.
I love that movie. I think it wasn't higher, I think just because it's very slow.
Yeah.
And you do have to pay attention or like try and like maintain your attention span, which was tough for me during that movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I really love the setting, like kind of like the grainy retro feel.
Yeah.
I loved the like the geographic setting and like the winter time, Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
And like it was shot really well. And like the characters, especially I forget her name, as well as the main woman character. I don't know.
Oh, Divine Joy?
Yes. She was like so great in that movie, and I just love her. And it was good, and I liked it a lot. And so I'm going to put it at number 4. Wow. And that's all I'm going to say on that.
My number 4, I think, is going to be Bottoms.
What is that?
Let me just tell you about it really quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, it's about 2 lesbians.
Oh, wow.
So, PJ and Josie start a fight club as a way to lose their virginities to cheerleaders.
Okay.
The fight club gains traction, and soon the most popular girls in the school are beating up each other in the name of self-defense. But the pair find themselves over their heads and in need of a way to get out before their plan is exposed. And we talked about this on Grace and Islands episode, I think. Marshawn Lynch plays the gym coach.
Oh, yeah. Good for him.
It's just really funny.
Interesting.
I know you're homophobic, but I feel like you would really like it. Kidding. Disclaimer, I'm kidding.
I voted for Joe Biden. Okay, my number 3 is going to be... I feel like this isn't that big of a shocker. It was a very popular movie. Wait, guess what it is?
Did it come out this year?
All of these came out this year.
Oh, was I supposed to do that?
You know. This is most of the movies I've watched have come out like this year / last year.
Okay. I guess so far mine have been too. But
I guess this came out last year.
Yeah, because Holdovers was last year too. Could you?
You know what I mean.
Is it a comedy? Oppenheimer?
Yeah. My number 3 is the hit comedy movie Oppenheimer.
Wait, you finally saw it?
Yeah, I did.
Well, what'd you think?
I feel like I've talked about it on here before.
Oh, maybe. I guess if it's your number 3, because I kind of liked it.
I did like it a lot. Obviously, everyone liked it. It won freaking every award.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't even want to get into it. Like, obviously, it was good. Like, there were so many good things about it. Would I watch it again? 100% no. It was too
Interesting.
long and it was too emotional and there was too much going on. But the one time I did watch it, I really enjoyed it.
All right, that's awesome.
And that's, again, all I'm going to say on that.
Okay, my number 3 was Priscilla.
Wow.
And I watched
Her?
Yeah, I watched Bottoms and Priscilla back to back. And
Is that one movie? Bottoms and Priscilla?
yes. I don't know. Okay, so Alex, I think you and I watched Elvis last year. Not in theaters, just like on demand.
Okay.
And I hated it.
I didn't like it either.
And I was like really excited because everyone was like, oh my God, it's so good, blah, blah, blah. And then I watched it and I was like, what the fuck? Frick?
Yeah.
I just didn't like it. But Priscilla? Okay, and maybe it is because of the Jacob Elordi of it all.
Was he a good Elvis?
Yes. And it's so funny because he did not...
He did not.
He didn't, like, become Elvis the way that
Right,
Austin
right.
Butler did, but he killed it.
Poor Austin was just like, hey, this is my big award season. Like, let me put all I got into this. And then all I got was poop. It was a big fistful of poop.
Don't like Austin Butler, I think.
Yeah, that's okay.
But yeah, so Priscilla was great. It really, like, the lead girl, Kaylee Spaney, too. She's in Civil War. Sorry. She's in Civil War. She's incredible. She played it so well. Like, I cried, I think. I don't really remember. It was in February. I'm pretty sure. My review says I did cry. So, and then they had a Dolly Parton song in it. Like, they didn't have any Elvis songs in it.
Oh, really?
But they had...
I kind of love that.
They had, I believe, Dolly's version of My Heart Will Go On, maybe,
Oh, I love Dolly.
at the end. And it was so good. But yeah, that was my number 3.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. We're speeding through these. We can do more than 3 or more than 5 each.
Yeah, well, we got
I got plenty more, don't
lots
worry.
more. My number 2 spot. And I'm going to say this is a very strong 2.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really enjoyed this movie. In like the commentary and then also like it was very funny. The music was incredible. The acting was awesome. American Fiction.
I almost said that. I think that was gonna go on that was gonna go on my honorable mentions list, so we can both just talk about that
sweet.
one.
I loved that movie. Like the soundtrack in particular is so good. Like I study to it now just because it's like jazzy.
Mm-hmm.
But also like that movie, like one scene I'm laughing because I'm like, this is so absurd and hilarious, and then the next scene I'm like actually crying bawling my eyes
Well,
out.
a lot of it I wasn't expecting, like with like there's
like,
some death.
Yeah. Whoa. Spoiler.
I didn't say who, but like
Going
I was
into
not
it, also I
expecting
like
that.
didn't know what to expect. Totally, like what you're saying.
well, like the trailer made it look super funny, and granted, it is super funny, but there's so much more to it.
Yeah, I loved it so much, and yeah.
Okay, I think was that your number 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my number 2. It's hard. I'm gonna do a number 2, and then I'm gonna have a bunch of other number 2s as well later. But
Yeah, for sure.
my number 2 I think is gonna be All of Us Strangers.
I've never seen that
I know you wouldn't like it.
because it's gay.
Yeah.
Well, these are 2 consenting adults, so I think I would more enjoy it.
You don't like teenage lesbians?
I didn't say. Well, they're not adults. I'm thinking of the Call Me by Your Name.
Of it all.
Of it all, sure. That's
Right.
the stuff I don't like.
Okay, fine. Yeah, All of Us Strangers. I think you genuinely would really like it. Can I like live? I think you would like
Is
it.
this one where it's like purgatory? Like the commentary is like they're stuck in purgatory?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
Diane, I think it was Diana that I saw it with. Diane and I were sobbing.
You only gave it 4.5 stars though.
Well, you gotta leave something to be desired.
What you said was, I feel ill.
Because I did.
And then you said, I mean, hello, are you serious?
Yeah. Because then I watched a video about it after, explaining more, and then it got even more sad.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
So yeah, that movie is incredible. It's just, like, also, like, I love Paul Mescal and newfound love for Andrew Scott. Didn't realize they're 20 years apart.
What?
Andrew Scott is 47.
I could see that, actually.
And Paul is 27.
He's only 27?
Yeah.
Wow.
Talk about a rising star.
Wow.
But yeah.
We gotta hurry up.
What? Oh, we're unsuccessful?
Yeah.
We have 24 subscribers, Alex.
That's a lot.
Right?
24 million?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you want to do some honorable mentions first?
Yeah, I also have a bottom 5.
Okay, do you want to do the honorable mentions or bottom 5 first?
Let's end with the honorable mentions.
Okay. Bottom 5.
Okay, my number 5.
Is this the worst or this is like...
Yeah, like 5 is the worst. I guess 1 would be the least worst.
So do least worst first.
Okay. And I might get some hate for this.
Mm.
But this is like all of these movies I am coming at with like I haven't seen them in a while. So it's like I have had some time to process and these are like my feelings right now.
Are these rewatches? Oh, wait, no. Say that again? I wasn't listening.
It's okay, you'll hear it when you edit. Number 1, Poor Things. And let me...
That was going to go in my honorable mentions.
I think it was just because I, like, truly didn't love... I mean, okay, I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I think the concept is cool. It was just, like, a little too weird for me. Like, I wasn't really following that much. And, like, it just, like, wasn't something that I, like, truly enjoyed watching that much. Like, I think I was kind of... Like, I understood the concept, like, pretty quickly. And I was like, okay, I'm kind of bored. And this girl is just, like... doing a lot of things, and I don't think I like seeing...
I do think it went on a little too long.
That much, like, sex in movies. Like, that was a lot. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I do...
And, like, there's a lot of, like, old men, too, at one point. I was like, I don't want to see this. This is weird. And, like, poor Emma had to do all this acting.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure she had a great time with it, but... anyways. And then I just didn't really like any of the characters that much. I like the ending, where she kind of, like, comes into herself a bit, mentally. She kind of, like, ages to the point where she's, like, matches her body.
Yeah.
I like that part. And, like, kind of like the messaging and whatever, but would not watch it again.
Yeah, that's fair.
Thank you.
I think my lowest on my... Or not... You know what I mean. My version of this pick is going to be something I actually watched last night. And It's going to be Burn After Reading.
What is that?
It's... The Coen brothers did it. And it's basically, I think because I was really, really confused. Mm-hmm. And it's like, when a disc containing memoirs of a former CIA analyst falls into the hands of gym employees Linda and Chad, which is Frances McDormand and Brad Pitt.
Naturally.
They see a chance to make enough money for Linda to have life-changing cosmetic surgery. Predictably, events whirl out of control for the duo and they lose their orbit. It just was like a lot, and it like there were times where it was supposed to be funny and it just like didn't hit for me, and it was like really random, and I literally like my jaw was dropped several times, like negative connotation. And I just was like, what the hell did I just watch? And I kind of wasted my time. Granted, I did give it 3 stars still, but it made me disappointed. Yeah. Like there were several times where I almost turned it off, but then I was like, I don't want to leave this incomplete.
I'm sorry you experienced that.
Yeah, it's fine. I think I just have found that I don't really like the Coen brothers.
Yeah. I don't know who they are, but...
No Country for Old Men.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen that one yet, but it's on my list of movies. I'm starting from the beginning. I don't know. I don't think I like their style very much.
That's so fair.
But yeah.
All right. Number 2. Remember, audience, we're getting increasingly bad. Mm-hmm. In my humble opinion. Mm-hmm. Which is unfortunately correct. But number 2 is going to be the Five Nights at Freddy's adaptation film, starring what's-his-face, and as well as additionally the rest. Right. And
Speak your mind.
I was honestly really disappointed, and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold back here. Okay.
Okay.
I was really disappointed with that movie because it is like a cool concept. It was like an interesting choice for sure to like make a film out of this, but I guess like there is a lot of lore or whatever behind it. And so going into the movie, like I had done my research and whatnot because I was like, I don't want to go into this and just be so confused. But I think the pacing of it was really weird, where it was like really kind of like slow in the first third of it, and then like the rest was it just got like really quick in the end, and it was like, okay, bam, 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 okay, it's over. And it was just like, I didn't really love that. But yeah, I don't know, I just didn't like it. I thought it was gonna be better. I thought PETA did a good job. But it just like, it wasn't really scary. Like, I don't think whatever, I didn't like it. I like don't really, I'm getting like get angry if I keep talking about it. But it was fine. It just wasn't that good. And they could have done so much better, especially with a talent such as Peter Malark and Friends. So that was a bummer.
Okay.
So.
Well, my number 2 spot is going to be, and this might ruffle a lot of feathers.
Uh-oh.
The Zone of Interest.
I haven't seen it.
I didn't like it.
Why not?
I don't know if it was because I'm sure it is because I didn't fully understand it in the time that I was viewing it.
Mm-hmm.
But it made me very uncomfortable. But not in a like, wow, that was a great movie sense.
Yeah, it's just like sad.
Yeah, it made me, it was like, I don't know, because once after talking about it more, I like was like, yeah, that was better than I guess I gave it credit for. I mean, obviously it was a good film, but I just like personally did not like the way it made me feel.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I just think that there was something missing where it could have been like, where it could have been really great. If they had put me in there, yeah, I would have helped.
You speaking German?
No, not in the film, in the production room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it just, I don't know, it
fell kind of flat.
It fell flat, but like, I know it was supposed to be a very like muted, but I think there, like, even with the soundtrack, there could have been things done that were like, that slightly elevated it a little more.
Was it just like almost too bland?
Yeah. But like,
so they're like trying to like make it, maybe they were trying to, I have nothing.
No, but that's the thing is like, every time I talk about it, I feel like I'm talking myself into like a circle because like I see what they were trying to do, but there was just, I can't put my finger on it, but there was something missing where if blank was added, it would have been good. Mm-hmm. Like that the mundane of it all would have been more
poignant.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really know how to, I genuinely don't know like how to describe that, but I didn't like it at the moment. I think, yeah.
And you're entitled to that opinion.
Thanks so much.
I think I tried watching it the other day and I just couldn't. I didn't like reading the captions.
Oh, yeah.
Number 3. I don't know that you've seen this one. Probably not. But it is a continuation of the adaptation of Agatha Christie's novels into film. And it's going to go ahead and be A Haunting in Venice.
I did see it.
Yeah.
I saw it in theaters by myself and I actually was quite scared.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't like it. Which is such a bummer because I love that book and I love Agatha Christie and I loved the first 2 in this like series thus far.
I loved the first one.
Okay.
What's it called? The Death on the Nile?
Yeah.
That also fell flat for me.
That one, I think they're kind of getting progressively worse. That one was like, it definitely wasn't as good.
But I loved Murder on the Orient Express.
Yeah, which is a bummer.
Like that movie is so good.
Yeah. But this one was like, I think it was almost good. It almost seemed like it was like directed by someone else. I don't know.
Probably. I think they're all 3 directed by someone else.
Okay, well, I think it was like too dissimilar from the first one. I think they kind of need to get back to the first one with what they were trying to do there. Yeah. It was like, I don't know. I don't really have a lot of cohesive thoughts. I just didn't really like it that much, and it like wasn't really scary, and like they didn't really develop the plot nor the characters enough.
I think my problem was with Tina Fey. And
I forgot
I love Tina Fey. But the fact that she was in it really threw me.
Interesting.
Like, it almost felt more like satirical than like scary.
That's actually very fair. I can see that.
And now I'm not even remembering if it was supposed to be satirical or not, but
it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what the whole mystery of it all was, but
it was like, I don't really remember it honestly that much either. But I think it was also like they were like trying to incorporate like supernatural elements.
Yeah.
Which fine, but also like pick a lane, you know?
Yeah, I think
like
it was
I think
just
at the
messy.
end it was messy. Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
And I was really excited again because, like we said, like I loved Murder on the Orient Express, so I was really excited for, like, I love a murder mystery. Yeah.
So yeah,
fine.
I'm done.
My number 3 pick is a movie from 2019 called Someone Great, and it's a rom-com, and it's with these people:
Hey guys.
Brittany Snow, Gina Rodriguez, and DeWanda Wise, and RuPaul's in it. And Lakeith Stanfield is like the main guy, and then Alex Moffat from SNL is in it as well. I had heard really great things about this movie, and I didn't like it. I didn't think that the love interest and the main girl had chemistry at all. I didn't feel like their separation was anything that important because it didn't feel like super intense. Basically it's about a breakup.
Gotcha.
And she like is heartbroken, and it was like a 10-year relationship, but I like didn't even feel like heartbroken for her because it didn't seem like their relationship was even like anything incredible. I don't know.
It was a comedy?
Yeah, it was like rom-com vibe. But yeah, I don't know. That's all I really have to say about that one. I just was disappointed because it has that Lorde song Supercut in it, and that was really cool. But that's about it. That's all I have to say about that one.
Thanks for sharing. Thanks for being vulnerable.
Yeah.
My number 4 spot, getting progressively worse. It's gonna go ahead and be Anyone But You.
Yeah. I didn't see it. Because I didn't want to see it.
Yeah, I didn't want to see it either, but for some reason I did. I saw it in the movie theater. Yeah, Sydney Sweeney, bad acting. Sorry, Sydney, I love you.
I think it was just the writing was from the
probably
trailer.
the
What I saw, the writing was really bad.
Let's chalk it up to the writing. Glenn Powell, I just kind of don't like him. I think there were some scenes where I was like, okay, I like this dude, but then there are other parts I was like,
I like him in Set It Up. Set It Up is one of my favorite rom-coms. It's him and Zoe Deutsch. And that is such a good, because it's like enemies to lovers.
So same thing as this.
Oh,
so he's done this before. I liked him in Top Gun. I don't think I liked him in this context. But some of it was funny. Some of it was just like, I don't know.
I just think it's funny because people that like don't go to the movies were going to see it. You know what I mean? Like the people that don't watch movies are going to see it, and they're like, "This is the best rom-com I've ever seen in my life." No. And I'm like, "Baby, watch any other movie."
Yeah. And what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I already knew everything that was gonna happen from the trailer too, which I hate when movies do that. It's like I already knew everything, and like also I felt so bad because
isn't it a Shakespeare adaptation? I think it's Much Ado About Nothing.
But it was just like cheesy, and like there were a lot of like the character development was weird, and like it's like the main characters had like just broke up with this dude that she dated for like a long time, and I was like, he's so much better. Like what?
Yeah.
This is just so weird. And I didn't really like it.
Yeah.
And it was not that good.
I'll probably watch it now that it's on Netflix, I think. And now that I'm not having to pay for it, but maybe I'd like to have a little wine night and watch it.
Yeah, that's probably smart.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to watch it. Even though I heard great things from some people, I heard terrible things from the people that I trust their opinions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the fact that they were like, the whole marketing thing was, I think I'm just a hater at heart, and the whole marketing thing was really pissing me off.
What was that?
Just the fact that everyone's like, they're in a relationship, they're cheating on their significant others. Like, that was fully marketing. Like, Sydney Sweeney's fiance was in charge of the marketing for that movie.
But didn't the other dude actually, like...
I think the other dude did, I think Glenn did break up with Gigi, whatever her name is. Gigi Paris or Princess or whatever her name is. And then the fact that they were, like, looking for scripts together for future movies.
Oh, interesting.
Is weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. Yeah. But good pick.
Thanks.
Or bad pick.
There you go.
My number 2 spot.
Number 4 spot.
Number 4 spot is Foe. Not Florence Pugh. Saoirse Ronan.
What?
Paul Mescal.
FOE?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It came out recently and no one was talking about it. For good reason.
Uh-oh.
The problem is, you take these lovely Irish actors and you make them have these stupid sounding Southern accents.
Oh, no.
So they don't sound like themselves. And it was a weird concept where, like, this guy, he basically, like, gets picked to go... It's like a dystopian thing or whatever. Like, it's like the Earth's kind of become somewhat desolate. And the guy gets picked to go live in space or something.
Oh.
But the government's going to give his wife a robot version of him.
Interesting.
But then it gets all twisted, and then you're like, wait, but is that the robot, or is that the real him? And it's like, and then you have to deal with their accents the whole time, and you're just like...
I have an excerpt from your review that I'd like to read aloud.
No, wait, please stop reading my reviews.
Last thing, Paul Mescal.
Yeah.
If you use that accent again, you better count your days. You were completely unrecognizable with it. I hated it. It changed your voice entirely.
It did.
And then you said, I will be back, and you did not come back.
I did not come back to that review. The voice, it literally wasn't even, like, his tone with an accent on it. It was, like, a completely different voice. Like, if you told me someone else was voicing over his lines, I believe you. It was weird. But yeah, that was my number 4 pick. I was really excited to watch it because obviously it's Saoirse and Paul, and I was heavily disappointed.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
All right, my number 5 pick. Guess what it is.
Did it come out this year? Or in 2023?
I think this year.
I don't know.
It's going to go ahead and be...
Do I know it?
Wonka.
Really?
Yes.
You hated it?
I freaking hated that movie.
I loved Wonka.
I think...
Did you go in with the context of knowing it was supposed to be like a children's movie?
I think partly I did, yes.
Okay.
No way that I did not. But I think it was like a little too children's movie for my liking. Like, why is Timothée Chalamet making a movie that I think 6-year-olds would enjoy?
Because he's getting his bag up.
Let me go on. That was such a bummer because there were so many good people in it too.
I'm like genuinely surprised you didn't actually like it.
The music, at first I was like, okay, this is good. I'm bumping with this. I like it. But then every single song just sounded the exact same. I was like, guys, can we just stop? And then also like some of the songs are just trash. And then the little girl's acting, I'm so sorry. Like, I know she's a child, but this is who you picked for this feature film. This little kid who can't put 3-word whatever. I'm sorry. It was just too whimsical. The plot was bad. Some of it was funny, but most of it was not. It was bad. Timothée Chalamet trying to do a Gene Wilder, becoming into that. I thought was not what I would have wanted for me personally. I saw it with my mother. We both had a bad time. Obviously, we're not the desired audience.
Yeah. I think that's why people are hating on it so much, is because they didn't go into it with the context of it being a children's movie.
Well, they didn't. Yeah.
And it was
I'm not going to sit here and argue.
The main demographic. It was PG. It was rated PG. What were you expecting?
So was the other Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and that was dark as heck.
It's also in the early ages. Cinema.
Of your imagination. Also, I had the ick the entire time from Timmy.
Really?
Like really bad. It made me. When I cringe, I like kind of full body cringe. Like I can't help it, and that was me the entire movie. Just, it was bad.
Wow.
Of your imagination. Like thinking of this guy having a child with Kylie Jenner is like too
I don't
much.
believe that at all, because I thought they were broken up.
Also, the Oompa Loompa was horrible CGI. Horrible CGI. And also,
That's my favorite
hate
part,
that
because
actor.
why did we make Hugh Grant be Oompa Loompa?
Like,
he's such a miserable person.
Yeah.
Why does he looks like he's being tortured?
Also, like, this might be like a woke take of me, but if you have the opportunity to cast, like, I believe dwarf is the correct term, like someone like who has dwarfism or whatever, like one of those actors, freaking do that. Like, why are you gonna like give us a scary abomination of a CGI Oompa Loompa? You know? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I hope that's not an offensive joke. Please
yeah.
don't cut my funding.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they just wanted some more star power. They were just trying to get a bunch of
also like
British legends.
The villains were horrible.
You didn't like Olivia Colman?
Well, she was okay. Okay, I'm done. I can't go anymore.
Okay.
But yeah, sorry.
Wait, you know the one villain guy is the guy from Great British Bake Off?
I liked him.
That was funny.
Of your imagination.
That's an interesting take. It probably would have landed somewhere on my list if I didn't see it last year. But yeah. For my final bad pick, I'm gonna go with Drive Away Dolls.
Really?
I hated it.
With
Margaret Qualley?
Yeah.
Yeah, hated it.
Wow.
And that's another Coen brothers.
That
I think
seems
that
like
was
one you
just
would've
Ethan
liked.
Coen. I was so excited to go see it. And then I watched it by myself and I was like, what? It wasn't funny to me.
Yeah, it averages 2.9 stars.
Like the whole big gag in the end. Can I spoil it for you? Or no, do you not want me to? Are you going to watch it? I won't spoil it if you're going to watch it.
Just spoil it. I'm going to forget.
I'm putting a spoiler alert.
Beep.
They have this like case the whole time.
Yeah.
What's in the case? Molds of famous politicians' penises. I was like, that is such a letdown. What? It was weird.
That's like such a thing where like you're trying so hard to be funny.
Yeah, and that's
like,
the same thing that happened with Burn After Reading, the other Coen brothers that I watched last night. There was this whole thing with like a dildo in it, and I was like, what the? It comes out of left field.
Why are you being so phallic?
Like but it's not even like the whole rest of the movie is like that for this one that I watched with Burn After Reading. It's just like out of the blue, and you're like, what? Like, where did this come from? I don't know. I don't think I like their style.
They mentioned Marietta though.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't remember. They were going through Marietta.
Wow. Shout out.
It was like a road trip, and they literally said they're gonna go through Marietta.
I live there.
And they did.
All right. Should we get to our number one pick then?
I guess I feel like I have some other like honorable mentions of like good ones.
I also have 5 honorable mentions. But okay, so do we want to just like, I can list all of my honorable mentions and then talk a little bit, and then you can do the same, and then we can do number 1.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
I feel like we might have the same number 1.
Probably.
Okay, you go.
Okay, I have 5 honorable mentions. I'm just gonna list them, and then I'll say a little something. Number 1, this is my best honorable mention, is the Please Don't Destroy movie. Whatever.
Yeah. Foggy
Mountain. I thought it was really funny.
I liked it too.
It was like, was it great? Heck no.
No.
But it was like silly. It was goofy.
But I love
and
them.
I like their
so
humor.
funny.
And like I really enjoyed
And
it.
Conan being the dad.
It was perfect.
And Bowen being in it.
Yes, I love him so much.
I love Bowen.
I think there were some parts where I was like, this is a little too millennial for me to like enjoy, but
They're not millennials.
But like they come across as
I
like
guess.
I think they're big. I think a lot of their fans are millennials, and that's a fact. I'm not saying that I think that's the truth. Anyways, I loved it. It was great. Number 2, honorable mention, Killers of a Flower Moon. It was just like more of a serious pick, whatever. It was just a really good movie in general.
Yeah.
I loved... I just really love like Native American culture, so I like getting a little glimpse into that and seeing kind of like the assimilation process of like them and like I guess like whatever the other people like kind of like merging cultures in the way that like the movie depicted. I thought was really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that was good. Number 3, hot take, Maestro is an honorable mention. I thought it was good. I like the music a lot.
I like the music. I really thought the movie was not great.
Yeah, again, yeah.
But you're like a big Leonard stan.
No. I think especially like the end of the movie really ruined it for me, where he's like dancing all sweatily with like that other dude that he was just helping conduct.
Yeah.
I was like, again, what is the age of this young man?
Well, yeah, the movie he was gonna be a creep. Gonna go ahead and be a creep in that movie.
Yeah, so he was confirmed a little bit of a creep.
The one scene I really did like for the movie was like the Thanksgiving parade when they're in the room
that was
and
good.
The floats are going by. I really liked that.
But there were some parts where it was like, this is kind of La La Land reminiscent, so I enjoyed those. Like specifically the black and white scene when they're on the stage doing the dance number.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I'll let you have your opinions.
My last 2 honorable mentions are kind of silly. And I don't think that they are critically acclaimed at all, but I enjoyed them. Number 1, The Marvels. I didn't think it was that bad.
I liked The Marvels.
I thought my expectations were really low just because it's like, okay, no, like obviously this is not going to be super great because Marvel in general is kind of going down quality-wise.
Well, I don't like Brie Larson, but that movie made me like her.
Yeah, and I liked the other 2 actresses alongside her as well. And like the plot was fine. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
The villain could have been better.
For sure.
But I like her because, she's Tom Hiddleston's wife.
Oh.
So then.
My last honorable mention, Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. Mm-hmm. It was not a good movie.
Right.
For sure. But I really love dinosaurs, and I like animals.
There's dinosaurs in it?
No, I'm wrong. But there's animals that are they're really big animals, and they kind of look like dinosaurs.
The animals are really big.
The animals are cool, and the plot obviously made no sense, and I wasn't following it all. But I liked looking at the animal transformers a lot.
That's fair. Can we do my list now?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have a particular order for these, so they're just all 5s. Actually, I do have an order. And keep in mind, these are all first-time watches. I'm not doing anything that I've watched this year that I've already seen before. I'll put The Holdovers on there. I watched that January 1st.
Wow.
Holdovers. I really liked that one for all the reasons Alex already said. Just gonna scroll really quick. I really liked... Ooh, I watched Pretty Woman for the first time this year. It's really good.
Pretty Woman?
Yeah. Pretty Woman.
Okay.
Yeah, with Julia Roberts.
Okay.
And Richard Gere.
Okay.
It's really good. Another rom-com I watched for the first time is What's Your Number from 2011 with Chris Evans, obviously.
Mm.
And is it Anna Faris?
Interesting.
Yes, Anna Faris. It's really good. It's basically she's read this magazine article, and it's once you've gotten to 20 hookups, you're done for. You are not wifey material anymore. Your 20th hookup should that should be the max number.
Mm-hmm.
And she calculates all of them, and she's at 19, and she's like, fuck. She's like, well, I can't hook up with any more men. My 20th man has to be my husband.
Naturally.
And then she accidentally goes over. So then she's like, okay, I'm gonna have to
accidentally go over.
She got drunk, okay? And she slept with her boss, who's played by Joel McHale.
Community.
Yeah. And so basically she's like, I'm going to go back and I'm going to date I'm going to find all my exes and see if they've glowed up and gotten better. And she goes through this whole thing to find her. Chris Evans is helping her because he is his dad is like a police or something, so he can like
His
look up these people.
For sure.
And then obviously they end up falling in love instead. And she's like, wait, this one didn't count because blah blah blah. So then he was her 20th, and it's really sweet. Spoiled the movie, but it's from 2011, so get a grip. How many have I done? 2?
Mm-hmm.
8th Grade, directed by Bo Burnham, was so good.
I think
it was so sweet. Made me really cry. I'm gonna go. You already said Killers, so I won't say Killers. Eat, Pray, Love, another Julia Roberts.
Mm-hmm.
That one was really good. Unexpected Little Charm. Was that 4?
Yeah, 5.
I thought I was like saving one, but now I can't remember what I was gonna do. I guess I'll do Past Lives.
Oh.
That one was really good.
I haven't seen that either.
Yeah, I watched that one the night before the Oscars. Oh, nice. And Dodgeball. I didn't say that, but Dodgeball was really good. Okay. Should we say our number one of?
We should say it together
at the same time.
Yeah.
So this is number 1 movie that we've watched since we started filming this podcast, and it's something we hadn't seen before.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3.
Dune 2.
Yeah, that was an incredible film.
Dune alert.
Dune
2.
Yeah, what a film. Cinema is back, baby.
What a freaking film.
Oh my god, the dichotomy of Timothée Chalamet.
True.
He can go from 0 to hero in this man's eyes.
And yes, he can. He can go from wonky to Dooney. Okay, cut that.
I think we've already talked about this on the podcast, but this movie, it's so good.
It was so good. I think it's like, I don't know. It was just so freaking good.
That was just so fucking good, guys.
I feel like part 1 combined with part 2 together are like perfect.
Yeah.
Like the first one being like very world building, like kind of slower, but it's like a really solid introduction to all of the characters and the context of what's going on. And then part 2 being like bam, 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 like let's actually get to it. Let's like move some time.
It made me appreciate part 1 more because I didn't really love part 1 when I watched it.
You can see the vision.
Yeah.
It was just so good. Oh my gosh. I think I've never mentioned this before in my life, but I've actually read the book. I've actually read the first 3 books in the series thus far. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
So, oh my gosh. Sorry, that was really tough to say. Yeah.
I gotta cut that.
So I will need to change my pants after this. But it has been really pleasing to see such a good book to movie translation. I feel like, or adaptation. I don't think we get that very often these days because there's so many of them that are trying to do too much or go too fast, whatever. But it was just perfect, and then also just seeing all the Dune appreciation has been great.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
I just thought I was captivated the whole time. We just were like gasping. We were like, like oh my god, the whole theater was like,
Yeah.
Like every time something crazy happened, like with like the relationship between like when you find out like Timmy's like origins and stuff, and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
What an incredible flick. Yeah, on that note, I guess that's kind of the end of everything we ever have to say ever.
Like, I think there's nothing else that can be possibly said about any movies ever.
Should we scramble to find some more movies to talk about?
I gotta go.
Oh, okay.
In 6 minutes, so.
6 minutes.
Yeah.
1:31.
It's 1:24. Nope.
His watch is wrong. Shit. That's why he's always late.
That's why.
Yeah, but that was really fun, guys.
Maybe we'll have like some special episodes over the summer when like a good movie comes out.
Yeah. Just like only talking about one movie the whole time.
Yeah. This isn't goodbye, it's see you later.
Yeah.
Lily's Professor, thank you for, coming on this journey with us. Thank you for your unending support and love and hugs and kisses and comments and laughs. It's been a pleasure just to like kind of just do life with you in this season, you know. And just to like not only like see us grow, but like to watch you grow and come into your own, and just like really blossom into the individual that you are today. It's just been a really beautiful thing to, you know, be a part of. So thank you.
That was really good.
And I can't wait to meet you.
Thank you guys really for watching all semester. If you did watch, I know Alex didn't, but I'll give him a pass because he was here, so he like experienced it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is kind of sad. We're not done yet.
Mm-mm.
We're gonna do more episodes, but this is just like a bookend for
Yeah.
the semester.
This is like we're putting the bookmark in, and we're gonna close the book gently just for a little bit.
I was gonna dog ear the page if that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine, I guess.
It's my book.
Do it on your copy, not on mine.
My copy.
Modern trophies.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Don't cry yet.
I'm not sad at all.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, really quick.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe. This is the end.
I thought you were gonna thank me.
Oh no.
Thank you, Lily, for inviting me on this journey with you.
Thank you, Lily, for begging me to do this alongside you. It's been an honor, as well as a privilege.
Okay.
And with that, good night.
And then it'll go like this.